WontonWarrior. Still, I believe this is still winners, right? This winners quarters we got coming up?
This is all quarters now. That last match was quarters. That was Gonz's quarters match, and then this is the next one. So winner of this will play Gonz in semis.
Yeah, and I asked Hungry when I was looking at the bracket. This guy still plays Mac. I thought he was going to drop him. That is what I was...
Well, he won a game earlier.
No, I heard, but he's still in winners. I mean, he was beating some good players. He beat Unknown earlier in bracket today. I saw that. I think it was a 2-0 too, from what I've heard. I might have to look at that.
Was it? I think you might be right, actually, because Unknown was here commentating and then, like, left to play his match, and it came back pretty quickly. Looked a little unhappy.
I wouldn't have bet my life on something like that happening right there. I mean, and it's not even... No, Wonton is an amazing player. That's not... I'm not talking about him at all. It's because Mac is terrible in this game. He is just... You figured, like, he would be able to work a lot more efficiently in this engine, but it's just honestly not the case. Like, you could just sometimes just full empty hop against him, and it'll work. Like, a lot of the same strategies... like, still apply. You can still definitely platform camp Mac. That is, you know, still the most effective way to fight against the character. But in some cases, you don't even have to do that as he gets gimped right there for his troubles.
You could save your jump all you want as Mac, and sometimes you're just gonna not make it back to stage.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, the character did get some buffs periodically. You saw one thing that Wonton did already. He did what would have been a suicide side B, like off the stage right there with the Jill Haymaker, and then just jumped his way right back on. That move no longer puts you into free fall, which is very, very good for Mac. But his recovery is definitely still terrible. I mean, but at the end of the day, you know, he's still Mac. I mean, you saw that forward smash that he got right there, almost completely depleting Dill's shield right there. He's just hanging below the ledge, trying to get a drag down, going for a gimp. Not going to be able to get it with the KO punch still online.
So, I'm noticing, as I finally get the screen and things that are happening on it, I'm noticing Dill using
Rob. He's been playing this character, actually. I mean, dude, Rob and Diddy, like, always went hand in hand. In the last game, Rob was just bad Diddy. I always said that.
Well, I guess so, between the item play and
down air spike gonna do it, going up 3-1 in stocks against WontonWarrior right now. But yeah, you know, I mean, they were both very similar with the item play. That is the main thing that draws, you know, Rob mains to Diddy and vice versa. I mean, you see 8-Bit Man, who played Diddy for like the last year, probably, I think a little longer than a year or so of Smash 4's lifespan. Still does play Diddy periodically from time to time, but it's mostly Rob now, since Rob is significantly better than he was in the last game. But, lost my train of thought. Yeah, this is going really, really well for Dill right now. Sitting very pretty. I think Rob is just a very, very good counterpick character against Little Max, because you could just keep Little Mac at base so well with just the gyro neutral and everything. Gimp him so well. Set him up with those ledge trap setups with the gyro at the ledge. In a sense, it's like Mac is just so amazing at fighting you up close. That's like his whole gimmick as a character. And Rob just doesn't have to do that. He's just like, I'm just gonna run away and throw things at you. I'm just gonna have a food fight, you know, like we're in lunch.
Well, plus,
in like third period
he's heavy
or something.
too, so some of the things that are scary as Mac for a lot of other characters maybe aren't as scary. Like, you might be able to survive maybe a blow you wouldn't survive if you were saying, say, like Pichu, although that's the extreme example. Oh my god.
For sure, and just letting go of shield at the very, very end of that. That's a 3-stock for Dill.
Wow, that was crazy.
Woo. That was a 3-stock for Dill over WontonWarrior with his Rob. Yeah, and to be honest, you know, I mean, I see so many people, like, surprised that Dill is playing this character, but, like, you shouldn't be. I mean, like, in the last game, I would imagine, like, if he picked up Rob towards the end of it or something, that would have been weird. He played one of the best characters in the game, but, what's up? He mained Rob in Brawl? I had no idea. I actually didn't even know he played Brawl. Thank you, Dre. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's news to me, too.
Dre trying to fix Smash commentary at every step of the way. On Twitter, off Twitter. Sitting pretty, man. Just the man. But I actually had no idea about that, so that's not surprising. Hey, how's it going, man? I did just get here, yeah. Yeah, I just came here to commentate. I had class till 8. Yeah. But... I'm gonna see you. Yeah, but... I think item play characters do relatively well against Mac, because Mac, of course, has no projectiles, is more so of a close range fighter. What Mac is at his whole is just a devastating character up close. You know, he has super armor on all of his smash attacks. They do devastating amounts on shield. They are, I believe if you space them right, they are unpunishable on shield. They're relatively hard to do that on shield. But if you play an item character, especially one with like multiple projectiles such as Rob, it doesn't really matter as much. You could just run away, keep the character at bay, especially if you're on a larger stage where you can just camp him out a little bit. Right there with Smashville, though, which was a little bit different. So that wasn't exactly an effect right there. Well, is Link going to be coming out?
Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of items and spacing and all that stuff, we are going to see Link, which I didn't even know was a WontonWarrior character. But it is. And we're going to see it.
I have never seen this before in my life. I can actually hear you now because I'm lifting this above
Oh, yeah,
my
you have the
head.
beanie.
Yeah, I'm wearing a beanie, which is not something I ever do. I actually hate wearing hats. They mess up my hair, but whatever. Anyway, Town and City is the pick. We got the WontonWarrior Link. Never seen this before in my life. I'm going to be seeing what I can do off this off the fly, but of course, as you all know, the difference is that regular Link's bombs are now detonable off of the down B. They don't explode immediately on impact anymore. Link can now detonate them at his free will. So we're going to be seeing what WontonWarrior is going to be able to do with that. Probably going to be seeing a lot of maybe a lot of running away and just a lot of running away and projectiles from these guys. We are on one of the biggest stages in the our current rule set of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Town and City actually, Town and City actually had the lowest vertical blast zones in the last game. It now has the highest in this game. It's just, Daddy Sakurai wanted to mess with us. But anyway, completely even in percents right now. Ooh, I like what...
No running in this game. I will say, Dill's been somewhat oppressive. He's been on top of WontonWarrior the entire game so far.
Yeah, I was about to say, you saw what he was going for there. He
approaching.
just jumped up, just Z-dropped the gyro and tried to get a forward air off of it, but Wonton expected that, and I think he air dodged down to be able to get out of it. But yeah, Rob has all those setups now with the Z-drops into the aerials, which he can just do so cleanly and efficiently. We haven't been seeing too many of those from Dill just yet, but if he takes this stock, we're probably going to be seeing him going for any of those, and he is not going to be taking the stock. Instead, Wonton will, just barely dying over the bomb, and he just runs off with the gyro. 140% by the ledge right there. By the blast zone, that's definitely going to be
already
able to
off to a way better start than the last game, and
sure.
I think it seems like Dill plays a somewhat aggressive Rob, or maybe this is just how he's playing this particular Link, but this is a lot more even than the last one, and quite honestly, you could definitely see WontonWarrior apparently uses this character because it looks like he knows what he's doing.
I mean, like you said it twice already. It's already going significantly better than his Mac was. I remember I actually used to play this matchup a lot with Rob. So he actually has kind of surprising, he has a lot of experience with Rob, but that may not matter as much considering how much better that this character is in this game. Rob has many more setups as well as a sort of semi-fraudulent kill confirm off the down throw if you're at super high percent, such as the 130, 140s. But we haven't really been seeing too many grabs from Dill. Instead, he's really electing to just continuously play this patented projectile game that Rob is known and loved for, man. He's just hanging back, getting those falling neutral layers. Finally, we're seeing a grab, going for the up throw into the up air. Just barely not able to take the stock right there. Some Robs actually prefer to go for the up air instead, because if they know that their opponent is really good at mashing, they feel like they might not be able to get a follow-up, as I think Rob's up tilt might have a little... No, not the up tilt. The up smash has a little bit of a dead zone at the very, very start. So if they're able to mash out really quickly, that move will just whiff, even if it looks like their opponent is right above them.
Dude, Wonton's use of these bombs is actually really good. I'm noticing he's using it very well to keep Dill at bay. So it kind of forces Dill to use some projectiles, but also, yeah.
Dill just jumping right into that. Unfortunately, that's going to eat his stock. I feel like he's been losing his stocks this game in just some very minute and interesting ways. He got hit by a bomb that he sort of jumped into his first stock.
Wonton's using the bomb very cleverly, and it is working. Watch, he's gonna drop it by the ledge. Yep.
He's gonna wait for him to get up.
Yep, and then what'll happen is you'll see he's probably just gonna hit it back that direction, so it's gonna keep Dill on that side. Yeah, it's...
And this should be a down. No, no, the up throw just kills. Of course. What was I thinking?
Yeah, nuts. Well, he was also at 211. To be fair.
Yeah, I wasn't mindful of that.
Yeah, he was up there, man. It was like he is struggling.
Platform combo.
He's struggling to get in, so he's not really able to kill. So everything is just projectiles, chip here, chip there. Unlike the game against Little Mac, where you just do one of those and you win.
WontonWarrior going high right there to avoid the give. Now we're going to see a down throw going for the up tilt into the up air. Should close it out. No, not yet. Wonderful DI from WontonWarrior.
He accumulated damage fast.
Yeah, he's just recognizing that he was on the right side of the up air right there. Not going to lose that stock because of it. But yeah, he's already at 140.
Yeah, he went from fresh to 140 in 20, 30 seconds.
Rob does a lot, man. He has some reliable kill options. He's very good at controlling space with the gyro, has plenty of ledge traps. And on top of all that, you would think that the character would have one downside, such as, say, maybe having a harder time racking up damage, but no, that is just evidently not the case. Rob is probably one of the best heavies in the game at racking up damage. He always was,
Yeah, he throws a lot of stuff at you.
He does, yeah.
And he's got a big body. Big boy.
Yeah, Rob definitely started a lot of food fights back when he was just, a little toaster at back in elementary school. Wow. Just the knockback growth of that off of the rage, incredible.
Yeah, that came
F-tilt
from the positioning from the bomb. He had him he had to avoid the bomb, and then he forced him into just an F-tilt.
Yeah. Wonderful stuff by WontonWarrior, able to just close out that game. I feel like Dill is definitely like content at the very least with what happened. I think he feels like he barely lost that game, or just recognizes that he might have barely lost it, because that F tilt just.
If someone changes up a character on you, you know, like there's always that adjustment period.
Mm-hmm. I haven't been. I will be truthful. I've not been very much keeping up with Xenos. I don't know if Dill is still playing Diddy. Is he?
Yeah, he is actually.
He is. Okay,
I was watching yesterday. I did see that he was still using Diddy Kong. I haven't seen him enough to know what other character is. Obviously, I know he uses Rob now.
Mm-hmm.
But until then, yeah, I think he's probably in that same zone that a lot of other people are in, where your character isn't as good in Ultimate as it was in Smash 4.
For sure.
Or maybe the engine is catered to, so like you kind of have like the soul search a little bit. Find a new character and play the game a little different.
People ain't loyal.
Because I have heard Diddy's more of a counter pick character. Actually, I heard that from James, who mentioned that. I think he mentioned that last week. As someone who used a lot of Diddy Kong and had a lot of success.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Diddy is definitely not bad in this game by any regards, but he is worse, of course, than he was in Smash 4. In Smash 4, he was a monster. In this game, he has had a thing or two toned down, you know, from here, and it just makes him just a little bit worse of a character, but still a very good character nonetheless, as Dill's still having faith in him, recognizing his Diddy is just too good.
Yeah,
just too good to give up.
And here we go. This is the classic case of a counter pick character. So, figure in this case, Dill still has some projectile use. He's got the banana. He could close in a lot quicker on Link, so he's not such a big hitbox, just waiting to be hit by, say, a boomerang or bomb or anything else. He's actually able to do stuff, so I would imagine that is what this is.
Yeah, he should be able to control space relatively well. I would imagine that Dill would want to run this back to Smashville, one of the smallest stages in our rule set, because he wants to really be able to control space against WontonWarrior here. I mean, Link, of course, is a projectile character. He was a character who would benefit from a lot more space, being able to camp out certain opponents. On Smashville, that in itself might just be a little harder, but Link is also, when you actually get in on him, he's combo food. He's just the perfect like height and weight, respectively, to just be able to just keep on tacking on that damage. Especially if you play a character like Diddy, you know, who's just has just so many combos off of a throw still, albeit, you know, not as much as it was in the last game, but regardless, he still has them very efficiently in this game, so I would imagine that Dill would pick a smaller stage to be able to just, like, sort of close the gap against WontonWarrior a little bit more, make sure he doesn't have space to just, you know, play his RTS, set up what he needs to set up, as he's going to be able to get gimped right there for his troubles so far. WontonWarrior not falling for any of these tricks, going up a full stock against Dill right here.
No, really not falling for any of these tricks. In fact, kind of getting some tricks of his own. He did use the banana peel against Dill, which sort of led to the sequence that did take Dill stock. So Wonton's very clever with the items from the looks of it, but Dill could definitely take, I don't know, if he takes a stock now, obviously we're back to even, but if
it's banana in hand,
could push a little bit further, get himself in a more comfortable position.
Yo, he just tried to go for the classic setup, man. That was so
well.
old.
It sort of worked. It was working on Rob all last game. Wait, you're saying?
No, he was just jumping around him, and then he rolled past him to try and back throw him.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. I feel like I've been talking about Smash 4 a little too much, but that is literally a Smash 4 thing right there. There's rolling behind to try and do that, but that still works in this game.
Yeah.
In fact, it's the only way you really can, because, you know, one of the biggest changes in this game, as we all know, is that you can no longer run through opponents or run through shields as well. It should be a stock.
It is a stock.
Yeah.
For a different reason than you thought it would be. Yeah. But it's a stock. It looked like Wonton was a little scared to get hit by that, rightfully so.
It was very awkward.
It was a little awkward.
Yeah, I can safely say in my 4 years of Smash, I've never been in that position before in my life. All right, resetting the neutral right here, about 52%, 56% differential between these players right now, about 40. Wonton just slowly but surely racking up that damage. You know, he's just playing his game, man. Despite, like, you know, the smaller stage, he's still hanging back, you know, just getting those side Bs when he has to, just... He's not letting, you know, the counterpick really, like, be that detrimental to him. And I really don't think, at its core, it really is that detrimental to him. It's just probably a little bit worse than a larger stage, like maybe Pokemon or something, because that forward air, that's going to take it.
Dude, that was...
Wow, that was strong.
Was that fair or was that an air?
That was fair.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Oh, dude, if
fair's just a kick.
Oh, my God, if Nair killed there, dude. Nah, my good. We would have had to call the police. All right.
Dill trying to dunk on him. Not going to get it. Probably would have worked at this percent.
Oh,
wow.
And the ledge coming in very, very clutch for Wonton right there. You see, I think Wonton actually thought he might have gone too low for that nair right there.
Well, I think he almost
did. His face kind of cringed a little bit.
Yeah, Link's recovery is pretty good, so he ended up surviving that. But
sure.
I don't think he meant to fast fall quite that far. But he had the right idea because he that was almost GG's.
There's the normal grab off of Link right there. It's so awkward seeing him use his hands. Ooh, and the banana coming in clutch for Dill right there. WontonWarrior trying to go for the bomb setup, shield pressure, grab right there. But the banana perfectly placed, causing WontonWarrior to trip over it, and Dill able to go gain stage control. Once again in the up smash, not going to be able to take the stock. Yeah.
They really kind of gutted that.
Yeah, perfect. Right in the gutter, dude.
God, dude.
The back
I just
throw.
realized he didn't go anywhere.
And you see how he didn't go anywhere off that back throw either?
Oh,
Yeah.
brutal.
You know, a character with this much mobility, why does he have so much kill power? It's the Japanese mentality, my friend. You know, they finally realized some certain things. This forward throw should do it. Nope!
It doesn't.
Right towards
it doesn't do it at all.
Yeah, right towards the corner.
Yeah,
Second one should.
Tilt there. Not going to connect, though.
And Dill trying to do it, having to work so much harder.
Oh,
Yo, the boomer!
Boomerang coming in as a homie.
Wow!
Almost saving him there. The game's still very manageable for Dill. Starting to see why people aren't playing Diddy as much, though.
Yeah, Dill may be down, but he's not out. It's sort of the Sheik effect, if you would. Diddy is still Diddy. He just has to put in so much work for his kills now.
We're not used to this.
Yeah, we're not used to that. We're used to Diddy just getting his same old safe confirms, man. But it's just not as much of a thing in this game. He actually has to work to be able to get his kills right now, but not his damage. He still has all those patented combos like up throw, back air, back air. Still definitely a thing. He's still very good at racking up damage, but it's just what's he's gonna do when he's gonna be able to get all that.
Yeah.
And just slowly but surely, WontonWarrior is still tacking up that damage when he needs to. But reads the roll for his troubles, but he hits him with the get off me. WontonWarrior looking very poised to take this game. Dill's going to have to find some way to fight this through right here. He gets the banana, forces him off stage again, and catches him with the up smash, air dodging right into it. WontonWarrior going to take that 2-1 over Dill. Good stuff to him, just continuing to plow his way through the winner's bracket.
After that first game, it looked rough because I think what did he get 2 stocked by Dill when it was Rob Mack?
He got 3 stocked.
Yeah, he did get 3 stocks. He just kind of got the business.